here. That's what makes Shakal one of the most powerful Muslims in the world, and of course that's an award for him. He keeps killing, and of course the Christians keep praying. Let's look at the Saudi Arabia and Qatar allegedly funding Boko Haram terrorist organization Soglo. Facts have emerged of the people sponsoring the dreaded terrorist organization Boko Haram in Nigeria. It has been proven that Boko Haram is allegedly being funded by Saudi Arabia and Qatar. The statement by Nice for Soglo, former president of Benin Republic, at the Constitutional Term Limit Summit covered by the cable in Niamey, Niger Republic, revealed that friends from Qatar and Saudi Arabia are the ones sponsoring Boko Haram. Soglo said, Boko Haram is funded by our friends from Saudi Arabia and our friends from Qatar. Are we friends or not? Let's tell ourselves the truth. We have to stand together. I'm optimistic we are going to win if we stand together. The Boko Haram organization started in 2009. The 2009 Boko Haram uprising was a conflict between Boko Haram, a militant Islamic group, and Nigerian security forces. Violence across several states in northeastern Nigeria resulted in more than 1,000 dead, with around 700 killed in the city of Maiduguri alone. Okay, so Mazi, to you, why do you think the president of Niger Republic come out openly to say this? But for once, the Nigerian government have never come up to say these are the people sponsoring Boko Haram, and of course should desist from that.
Well, the truth of the matter is that you have to first of all look at the two country they mentioned in that very article, and what their position stands in the world. You know, there are two Muslim countries, and you remember that Qatar is the world's most richest country. If you go by their GDP, they are richer than every other person in this world, Qatar. Then Saudi Arabia is the headquarters of Islam. So you see the link. They control
and then talk about their relationship with Nigeria. Now,
when you talk about their relationship with Nigeria, you know that Nigeria has one of the they contribute the highest pilgrimage in that very country called Saudi Arabia, where they go every year to pay homage. Not just paying homage, they spend billions of naira. All the politicians you see from the Islamic northern side, they spend fortune going to Saudi Arabia.
And even those from here are being converted, the politicians in Biafra land.
Of course, most of them, I think Rochas is also one of them, and many of them.
All of them.
Yeah, but Jabiamela, he rejected his Christian faith. Somebody who is an elder in a church and also a pastor and all of that, because of money, the love of money and everything, he rejected his faith. And he thought that is why I don't trust all these people, because they can change from any color at any time. They tell you they are pastors today and tomorrow they are imam. So now when you talk about their sponsorship of Boko Haram, it goes a long way to tell you that, I mean, this is a kind of a confirmation that Shekau is truly the most powerful Islamic leader we have in Africa, indeed, because if these two powerful countries are sponsoring him, it goes a long way to tell you that he is very, very far from being defeated. Just from when you look at this very video that is happening now, this one is just a tip of an iceberg of what is going on. Okay, the other day, I think is just 2 days ago, I think there was a news that was trending about a soldier in a hospital asking people to help him to contribute. He said that there are about 10,100 soldiers that we are deployed on that particular mission, and it is only 95 of them that is still alive. The rest have been killed by Boko Haram. And the same people will still come out next tomorrow on another Zoo Gota media, Yoruba, and their useless Gota media will come and tell you that Boko Haram has been defeated. Now, since they have been defeated, they are also calling for prayers to also. So, you know, this is a complicated situation. And let me also tell you that these two countries are not the only sponsors of Boko Haram. All the Islamic countries in West Africa and all part of the world, they are also sponsored. But we are talking about their biggest sponsor, the big wheat. You know, Saudi Arabia, they have oil. Qatar, they also have resources. So they sponsor these people. They make sure they continue until they win this very fight, because they have something they want to achieve in all of this. If they can be able to achieve a caliph and the caliphate in this very part of the world, then it means that it is the beginning of the downfall of Africa. It will be easier for them, because they believe the Western world, that came here first, couldn't have done what they are wanted to do. So that is why they are rising. They are fast rising. Just take a look at the statistics. They say by 2035 that Islam would have been up to they would have been up to, I mean, up to 20 billion in population all over the world. So it is easier for them to conquer the world. So this is just their plan.
All right, thank you so much. And of course, while Boko Haram is there killing the army, killing the Nigerian military, we have this headline here: army to demand identity cards from Nigerians. Interesting. Okay, maybe that's the new responsibility of the Nigerian army. Nigerians will henceforth be requested to carry identification cards to prove their identity to the military as the Nigerian army begins quick profiling of citizens under a new military exercise codenamed Operation Positive Identification. The exercise, according to the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Chukuro Buratai, is to uncover those with questionable identities. He said the operation will also stop dislodged and fleeing insurgents from accessing peaceful zones. Buratai, who gave the hint during the launching of routine military exercises Crocodile Smile 5, Crocodile Smile 4, Egweke 4, and Ayema Patuma 2, said the operation, which is currently taking place in the northeast, will be extended to other parts of the country. The COA said the operation is meant to curtail the movement of bandits, kidnappers, armed robbers, ethnic militia, and other criminals. Buratai, who was represented by Chief of Training and Operations in the Nigerian Army, Major General E.O. Udo, stressed that the exercises became necessary owing to the myriad of emergent threats that are burgeoning across the geopolitical zones. He added, as part of its constitutional rules, the Nigerian Army, acting in aid of civil authority, is poised to combating these threats. Alright, Massey Office, please, can you elaborate more on this? What really is the responsibility of the Nigerian Army? Is this their responsibility? And what do you think is the real aim of this particular exercise?
Yes, my sister, if you look at my face right now, you see me smiling. I'm not laughing, but I'm smiling. You know why I'm smiling? I'm just imagining how stupid, how idiocy and idiotic imbecilic animals, the so-called elite, the so-called educated ones, the so-called learned people, how they allow themselves to be used again to deprive them, distract them, and remove them from the original track of the mainstream. The major problem in Nigeria, is it ID card? That is my question to them. The major problem is the ID card now. The cause of Boko Haram is the ID card. The cause of mismanagement of fund is the ID card. The cause of political kind of robbery is the ID card. The problem of unemployment is the ID card. The problem of lack of infrastructures, and finally is the ID card. The problem of there is kind of no electricity. Let me just tell you, these people are fools, because when fool start to exhibit his ideology and his talent, these are the things you start to see. They start chasing shadow instead of chasing the main problem. They are running away from the main problem because they created these problems. Now they want to falsify. They want to impose another subjugated enslavement to the masses. If they want to change this ID card of a thing, they should go to the border. They should go to the border. I mean, Kebbi state border, Sokoto state border, Katsina state border, Maiduguri border, and all these places. They should go there and start checking the ID card and have what they called systems to put them under documents, so that when your name is being mentioned anywhere, I don't want to lecture them about this. I don't want to let, because if I lecture them right now, they will go into it. So, but what I want to say is that if they want to check the ID card, what are the reasons of checking the ID card? Is the ID card the solution to put a kind of infrastructure on the ground, or to correct the government, or to pay salaries? Is the idea? I can't just understand. Sometimes people will just work on, just like what Brutai said, that we should start praying that the Boko Haram needs spiritual backup. Is this not an irony? Is it not stupidity? And you see them every day collect 369 million every month. They call themselves senators. They call themselves legislators and whatever. They collect this money every day, and those of them that are incapable, that are incapacitated, are ruling them. What stops them? What stops them? They kind of to rise up and put a vote of no confidence to this brutal, to some other areas. Does soldier mount roadblock in anywhere in the whole world? Even when you go to even Togo, you don't see roadblocks. They come out in the night time only, and you see them well packaged. Togo is very close to Nigeria. You see them well packaged. They address you in a very nice manner. But it's only in Nigeria you see a soldier, you see them wearing, dressing like an animal. You see them, you see animal, and they talk to you brutally. They brutalize you, they kill you. All they want is to kill and collect. No. And you now talk about ID card. ID card, what is the reason of that very ID card? They are using this ID card right now to steal people's money in the bank. All they know how to do is what to do to frustrate the masses. But they don't want to plan on what to do to put masses on the right track so that crime will be checkmated. They don't want crime to stop. They are creating crimes. Because if you create job, youths will not see them. They are busy. They will not be found wanting or wandering or committing crime. No. But they refuse this. Okay, like for example, this Boko Haram right now that we just watched the video. Is it up to 2 months right now that Jubril took up to $1 billion without the senator's approval? He took it away, and he now said he want to use it. They asked him, he said he want to use it to buy ammunition. Where is the ammunition? Can't you see that very car? That jeep has been destroyed, and those guys, the remaining those guys that are alive, they are stranded. They will soon be killed because they can't go anywhere because they are trapped, and nobody is coming for their rescue because no vehicle to take them. When you look at all these people, they are confused. They are confusing themselves. They are just confusing themselves, stealing money. That is the only thing they know. And that is why if I see anybody that is telling me that Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, I'm telling you, I will curse that person, and it will remain like that. So thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much on that. And of course, okay, we've run out of time, but I need to get this. They want to extend it to other parts of the country, which we know that their main target is here in Biafra land. So what do you think? What's their plan? You know, when they know too well that most Biafrans have denied Nigerian identity. So what do you think they stand to gain from that?
Well, for me, from my own perspective, I will say that the issue of checkmating ID card is a welcome development, but it is not the duty of the useless Nigerian army. And let us even state it logically here. If they truly are sincere of what they want to do, then the first thing they should do is to checkmate the person in Aso Rock. Let him present his identification. Because most of those people that are in the seat of power, I want to tell you that half of them, or even 50% of them, are not from this part of the world. They don't even come from this country in the first place. Bukola Saraki, the former Senate president, is not a Nigerian. I'm sure you're aware of that.
But he may have obtained the identity card.
Yeah, I don't know if the identity card is real, but if you go by it, in a logical format, you see that a lot of them are not from here. Now, are they going to extend the identification to Fulani? Because I know that all the Fulani herdsmen, none of them is from this part of the world.
But when they come, they obtain the identity card.
Okay.
Card is something that can be issued to you within a couple of days or weeks,
or even a minute.
Ah, yeah.
Okay, then going by that, then that goes a long way to tell you that it is not.
They have an ulterior motive.
They have an ulterior motive for doing that, but they cannot succeed because when you take a look at it, the zoo, as it stands now, I mean, they have a lot of issues to bother themselves with. Than for them, okay, now they will leave Boko Haram that is killing them over there.
But they have always abandoned that. They've always done
okay
that.
To come and start checkmating
They've
people's
been doing
identity in order to. It cannot work now. Let them come and start doing it in Biafra and let us see how they go with it. Let me tell you that everything they have been doing, they brought the toll gates, they brought Operation Python dance, they brought the crocodiles, and everything they have been bringing. We have a way of surviving and overcoming them. So if they should bring the identity card nonsense and all the political brouhaha in order to frustrate the Biafrans, we shall still get through with it. All I know is that it's not going to stop what we are fighting for. We are focused on restoring Biafra, and that is our goal. So whether they bring the identity nonsense or they bring whatever they are going to, or the yellow fever kind of nonsense. Okay. Even the Buddha himself is not even a Nigerian. I'm sure you're aware of that. So let him even start for himself.
You should have known when they talk about identity. They are talking about that plastic.
If it is the plastic they are talking, that one is a different ball game altogether. So but if it is to identify people by the region or by the country they come from, then they have a lot of issues to deal with.
They
because
said
it is not even in the
army to demand identity cards. So it means even if you're from Niger, just come into the country, go there and get your identity card.
Okay, but you know, when you come to the issue of identity card, do you know that is a nonsense? Because a lot of people, even in 2003 when Obasanjo began that nonsense, I was among the people that applied, and up to date, how many years now?
You're yet to get yours.
Close to 20 years now. I've not gotten it. So that is nonsense. So I mean, their system is not working. They don't even have a database to capture all those things. So how do you even begin to identify people who have registered before or not? So all those things doesn't really make any sense. I mean, these people, they are clueless. They don't even have a sense of direction.
All right, thank you. Before we go on a break, let me read this. No work is ongoing at Enugu Airport 6 weeks after closure. Reps raise alarm. The deputy minority leader of the House of Representatives, Tobi Okechukwu, has accused the Ministry of Aviation of abandoning the Enugu Airport 6 weeks after closing it. Tobi Okechukwu made this known while moving a motion of urgent public importance of the closure of the airport. The motion moved by Tobi Okechukwu and 30 others stated that on August 24, 2019, FAN closed down Akane Biam International Airport Enugu to allow for rehabilitation of the runway. In spite of the December 2019 deadline, which is fast approaching, no contractor has been mobilized to the site and no fund released for the rehabilitation, Okechukwu said. Also corroborating the claims, Patrick Asadu, PDP Delta, said that the situation is contrary to the promise made to the region that it will be completed by December ending. Following the adoption of the motion, the House therefore resolved to urge the House Committee on Aviation to work with the Aviation Ministry to ensure immediate commencement and called on President Muhammadu Buhari to take care of that. Okay, so it's really it amazes me when we tell these people the real thing, they doubt it. When we tell people what to do, most of the governors we have, they most times when we tell them the truth, it's as if they don't know. But today they are lamenting, and today they are talking about 2023 presidency. And the governors we have in the southeast, they are just the type I can't understand. Okay, look at this. So River State Governor yesterday and 1 week arrived at Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, to finalize discussions on Ethiopia Airlines having the Port Harcourt International Airport Omagwa as a permanent flight route. Ethiopian Airlines, which has been operating in Nigeria since 1960, would afford people in the south and southeast the opportunity to travel from the Omagwa Airport to 120 countries in 5 continents. It is also the leading means of air connectivity within Africa. He was received at the Bole International Airport, Addis Ababa, by the Group Chief Executive Officer of Ethiopian Airlines, Dr. Tawolde Gebramariam. This is what Governor Wike is doing in his own state.
These are the people that have the interests of the people at heart. These are the people we give as an exemplary leader.
You know what? When we return from break, we will talk about this. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.